we are now back with another car review in GT5 Online, and it is now going to be one of the most expensive vehicles that came up with this DLC on 7 San Andreas, and it is what appears to be a Doom buggy. Now, on first glances, this seems quite a fun vehicle, stats seem alright on it, it looks fun, but it is 2.2 million, so let's see if it's worth it. So, this is what it looks like, just the base model for it. You can't really see it because the way you put it is put it in this dark area, but you can see it now sort of. I'll give you a little tour around it now. But it is a pretty simple, it literally just looks like a normal Doom buggy. It just made quite a substantial dent in the bank account. But first impressions of it, just going out stock, there's not really too much to say about, other than it can go quite fast, about 120 miles an hour, and the handling is a bit off, shall we say, here and there. But coming out of the Los Santos Customs now, it would appear that, you can't really upgrade much on this car. You can put a tyre on the back, and that's pretty much it. Now, the unfortunate part is that even when you change your wheels, the tyre on the back doesn't change, which is a bit strange. And the lights on the roof, as I was just showing you just then for that cut, the lights on the roof do not show, or, well, they show, but they don't work. Like all fucking lights on the roof. Thanks, Rockstar, you really did us a good one there. But with the looks, I'd say there's not really much to it, because obviously it's got no doors, it's got like not really any bodywork, it's basically just a roll cage, and that's pretty much it. But now going to the whole performance part of this. Now I decided to put it in wet weather, and a bit shitty, because it's meant to be an off-road vehicle. Though then I know that would be a massive mistake, mainly because we figured out later that the steering on this thing is, like I said before, questionable. For what it is and what the purpose is, it's quite questionable. I did this thing, I'm pretty sure when I went 120 without it being upgraded, I was going down a little hill. So going on a straight, this thing can hit 120, just on a straight, when it's been upgraded, so it'll probably hit about 135 going around. But as you saw then, I took that corner completely wide, and that was me with no acceleration, no braking, a little bit of braking actually here and there, just so I could get around the fucking corner, and going steering as max as possible. So, when the exhaust and fire comes out the exhaust, it usually means I've let go of the acceleration, or I've braked really hard, or just braked at all. And that's what it means on most cars, so if you ever see that happen, it's either they've braked, so you just look at the lights, and if they're bright, they've braked, and if the lights aren't on, then they haven't braked. And obviously, they just let go of acceleration. But most of you would have noticed that because it makes a fucking amazing sound. Now, the sound of this, yeah, it's quite nice. The engine sound is nice, but the performance of the engine is also quite good. It's just from the handling, and that's pretty much it. The grip's alright. There's not really too much wheel spin, like for off-road vehicles. There's meant to be wheel spin to get grip, because obviously there's no grip. You're on tarmac. There's no grip really for off-road vehicles, because they're used to digging into dirt and all that, so obviously they've got off-road tyres. And really, the only thing I have against this car in races is the steering. Maybe after driving it a little bit, you'll get used to the steering, you'll get used to how sharp or how wide it will take certain corners, and then you'll get used to it. But then to this part at the end, where it was off-road and wet, it's completely fine. It did no problems. It literally did that corner beautifully and perfectly, and I have no idea why you can't do it on tarmac. But now, with the whole performance bullshit out the way, no one cares about performance these days. No one does fucking races anymore, let's be honest here. People are hosting car shows every fucking day. All people care about is the looks of this thing. So, let's just get a close-up view of the car. What can I say? There's not too much bodywork. There's little to no protection. I mean, it looks nice, don't get me wrong. It looks like a really good little buggy to have about. But for the looks, the upgrades, and the performance, I'd say 2.2 million probably wouldn't be worth this thing, because obviously the looks. With obviously all the upgrades as well, you're probably looking at like 2.6 million. With all the upgrades, 2.5, 2.6 million. So, I don't know. It'll be up to you. Like, for me, I'll be keeping this car most probably. This will not be one of the cars I'll be selling, because it's just a cool little buggy, and there's not really many in the game. But, for practice and practical, I'll probably barely drive it. I might go in my garage one day, see it, and think it's cool. Go out, drive it for like 5 minutes, take it back, and call in another one. Probably my Press Unlock 2, which they changed. But here's a quick interior of the car. It's got no doors, so it is pretty open in here. And obviously, it's literally based off like a rally car interior, so there's a lot of fucking buttons. A lot. If you want to pause it there and look at all of them, you can. But as you can see here, I climbed to the top of this mountain with complete ease. I just went off to test it, and unfortunately, I lost the file climbing up this mountain. Took me about maybe a minute, and that file was gone. So I've now just got the view of me on top of it. But if this video did help you in any way, shape or form, leave a like, subscribe, all that shit. There's plenty more videos on the channel. We've just gone past 200 subs confirmed, and let's get to 300. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.